Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kurt, and welcome back to Far Lands or Bust. Let us bust out of here. I can't believe I didn't think of that until now. So, we're out of the hidey hole, there's a creeper over there, but otherwise I appear to be safe. So, let's take care of business. Grab Wolfie. That's where the sun just rose. Woof. And we're heading to the west. And let me get rid of some miscellaneous dirt, because I have 2 stacks of dirt, and that is pointless. But yeah, continuing on, Far Lands or Bust, here we are. I think this is episode 110, right? So, onwards and onwards. What are we at now? We are at, in our Far Lands or Bust, Far Lands or Bust. I was thinking of Flob, and then I just mixed them all together. Far Lands or Bust fundraiser for Child's Play charity. Right now we're still at 5%, but we raised another about $100, I think, since the last time. We're up to $1,617.44. And that's amazing. Thank you everybody who keeps contributing and keeps supporting this fundraiser, this walkathon to the end of the Minecraft world. It is much appreciated, and I'm, as I've said many times before, it just totally blows me away, all the support and the charity and contributions people can give. That's amazing. But we're continuing on here in Minecraft. Indeed. I also want to thank a few people who gave some tips, I guess, some gratuities to the Far Lands or Bust channel. I want to thank Andy, John, David, and Steven for their kindness in helping improve the Far Lands or Bust channel. Certainly still working on that. Well, here's some recent news, and I know I said I would stop talking about this floating block of dirt, but I recently purchased. I figured I had the USB microphone, the Blue Yeti. I'm like, okay, that allows me to record and my voice and the game on the separate channels. Hooray! But obviously you all know what the problems I had with that, with ambient sounds and keyboards and gigantic microphone in my face. So I went ahead, I'm like, okay, the next logical thing would be to try a USB headset. Right now I have an analog headset that just plugs in via the 3.5mm jacks in the back. So I'll try a USB headset. No, not so much. Oh, careful, Wolfie. The USB headset. So, unfortunately, that doesn't allow me to record the 2 streams separately, because then the USB headset, at least in Windows XP, takes over control of both the input and the output, and it's outputting to the headphones, and the computer apparently never sees that stream, so I can't record that at the same time as my voice. Second of all, the brand I got, they looked good, and I got them for a good price on Newegg. I had a gift certificate, and there was discounts, and there was a rebate that since I'm now giving up on the whole endeavor and going to returning them, I won't be getting the rebate, but they're just, like, insanely tight. I noticed that I started, like, my jaw started to hurt because it was pressing up against my jaw, and as an aside, I have an abnormally large skull. I'm very Irish in that respect, so think of people like Conan O'Brien, very large melons, the Irish we have, and so I'm usually pretty careful about buying headphones and looking at reviews to seeing if they're too tight. I didn't see that with this one. This one in particular, for those of you wondering, this was the what is this? The Corsair Vengeance 1500. Seems nice enough, but it just really pinched my skull together, and I actually started to get like a sore throat because it was like pinching my jaw, and it started to feel like my, that kind of almost like a, not heartburn, but just the back of the throat is like, what's going on here? So I'm not sure what's up with that, but I tried those out today. That didn't work. So I'm going to be returning those, return the Blue Yeti, and I know I keep going back to this, but I'm for sure the only solution for me would be to build a new computer and load Windows 7 up on it, because that apparently gives you a lot more control over the audio. I don't know, maybe that means I'll keep using this headset that I'm using. Maybe that means I might as well just upgrade to another sort of simpler studio USB condenser mic. Maybe in that case a USB headset might work, but certainly not this headset, just because it's painful, excruciating. So yeah, there's the latest on that. So I will shut up about that once again from now on. Oh, careful, Wolfie. How's your health doing? Not too good. Let me feed this. Okay, stop. A few of you wondered why the pork chops are bones. That is because the custom flob texture pack that was given to me, this is what the pork chops now are. Since I only feed the pork chops to Wolfie, I myself only eat the bread, since I have so much wheat on me from raiding spawners and dungeons. That's where I get all the wheat and bread from. So yeah, that's why pork chops are actually bones. Doggy treats, I guess. But yeah, that's how that goes. And yeah, I offer that up for download in the video description, but a lot of people are saying it's only for 1.7.3. It isn't updated for the new lag. More lag. What is going on? It isn't updated for the more the 1.0 release with more all those recent items that can be found in there. So I could swear somebody sent me a modified version that actually includes the things for 1.0, but I lost track of that. Does Wolfie attack? No. Yes? Can Wolfie not kill pigs while they're in water? What's going on here? There we go. Well done. Well done. What was I saying? Oh, the texture pack. Somebody, I think, sent me, but I get so many personal messages on YouTube, I lose track of them, where they fixed it for 1.0, but I lost that. So if you're out there and you want to send that to me again, or post, well, I guess you can't post a link in the comments below, but yeah, send that to me again, or tweet me, or share it on Facebook or something like that, and then I can start sharing the 1.0 version of the Far Lands or Bust texture pack. But yeah, woof, I know. Everybody wants that texture pack. Where was I going? Oh yeah, I'm rapidly approaching 25,000 subscribers. That's crazy and amazing. I think I just passed 24,000, and or 24,900 is actually what I just passed. And so that's amazing. I'm still planning on doing my celebration as a live vloggy type of thing, where I'm going to be building the Lego Space Shuttle. So look forward to that once we reach 25,000 subscribers, which actually, there's something's going to be happening tomorrow on YouTube. A lot of you might not be aware of it if you're not if you don't upload and you're not content producers. But YouTube posted that they're going to be, in addition to all these other amazing improvements that everybody's griping about, YouTube is going to be doing what they call cleaning subscriber lists. And that basically means they're going to remove like inactive or deleted accounts from people's specific subscriber counts. So tomorrow, the 12th, which actually, depending on when this episode, might be today. Whoa, so much lag. Might be today. They're going to be doing that. So I don't know, it might take a little bit longer for me to reach 25,000 because the subscriber count might go down a little bit if that happens. They're being very reassuring. They're saying, oh, even if it's like an error and they're not inactive and they're removed, they'll still get in their subscription boxes your videos. Why is Wolfie pushing me around? They'll still get the videos in the subscription boxes, and people are back and forth on whether or not it's a good or bad thing, but oop. That sounds just like one zombie, not a spawner. What was I saying? So yeah, but that's happening tomorrow. So we'll see if that impacts the 25,000 subscriber special. I don't think it should too much. I don't know how many inactive subscribers I have, but woof. I know Wolfie. Oh, could have been bad. Let us make our elevated hidey hole right here. Here's the dirt. Here's my spare bed. This might be kind of premature. Let's move ahead a little bit. Let's build it on that peninsula. The peninsula of safety. Alright, here we go. boop, and a boop, and a boop, and a boop. And we should be able to sleep now, so... And awakeness. So let's jump off without having any fall damage. But yeah, what else can I talk about today? In my last episode, I talked about the transit of Venus upcoming on June 5th. And June 5th is the date for the United States here. If you're in Australia or Asia or something like that, which I don't even think it's visible in Australia, but if you're over there, past the international date line, that would be the 6th for you, so that's where that confusion might have come from. But I got a lot of questions asking how you should view it. If you should just wear sunglasses, or if you can view it naked eye. Good grief, no. Let's make one thing straight. Never look at the sun, whether or not it's an eclipse, or a transit of Venus, or you're just driving down looking at the sun while you're driving. That would be a bad idea. What you need is special eclipse viewing glasses would be the way to go, even though it's not an eclipse, it's a transit of Venus. That would be the way to go, and you want the ones that basically have the shiny, it almost looks like aluminum foil. It's not aluminum foil, you can't use aluminum foil, but it's a special CE rated kind of film, kind of mylar thing. They almost look like 3D glasses, the cardboard 3D glasses, except they're solar filters in them. So you could probably search on Google like solar eclipse viewing glasses, and there's probably a place you can buy them from pretty easily. Also, if you have handy anybody who does welding, you can get welder's goggles or a face mask, but only if the welder's glass is number 15, the darkest kind. Any other number is too bright and could cause damage. Whoa. Ooh. I hear a lot of zombies. Do the zombies want to see the transit of Venus? No, Wolfie! Oh god, don't go down there, what are you doing? Uh-oh. Wolfie? Wolfie? Okay, I need to get him to spawn over here. Oh crap! Does he I don't think dogs get damaged by... There he is. Dogs don't get damaged by zombies, do they? Unless, I guess, they're engaged, but, I guess that was probably just some random spawns, is what it looks like. Maybe. Yeah, okay, nuts to this. Yeah, so, what was I saying? Yeah, the welder's glasses will work. If you're... And don't use binoculars or anything like that, or a telescope, unless it has a solar filter at the objective, the main part. Don't use... A long time ago, they used to make solar eyepieces, or supposedly solar filters in the eyepiece. Those are just bad news all around, and if you own any of those, just throw them away. But yeah, if you're going to use a telescope, you need that, or what's called batter solar filter. Batter solar filter. Or a specialized telescope, which I really want one of those. I've wanted one of those for a while. They're just really expensive. They're called hydrogen alpha, I believe, telescopes. There's a few cheaper models that are like $400 or $500, but then the really nice ones are, $1,500, $2,000. So I don't know. That would be nice, but yeah, that's how you can view the transit of Venus. Don't go looking at it, or you can do the whole pinhole technique where you punch a hole or a bunch of holes in like a piece of paper, and then don't look at the sun, but then you can project either an eclipse or the transit of Venus onto another sheet of paper or the ground or something like that. But yeah, that's how that works. Hopefully that cleared some questions up about that. Along the same lines, somebody asked, a user who goes by the Martin Brook asked if I had ever seen a total eclipse before. The answer would be no, I have not. There was a total eclipse, but from the United States and Illinois in particular. It was partial. The eclipse of, when was that? July 11th, 1991. I was in the 6th grade, middle school, and funny story goes along with that. The day before it was supposed to happen, it was a big deal. The weather was supposed to be good. So the day before it was supposed to be happening, it was a school day, and so was the day of. They sent us home with like a permission slip so that we could have our parents sign it, saying that it's okay for us to view the solar eclipse. So that was all exciting. I got that signed. A whole bunch of people got that signed. Then we come in to school the next day, the day of the solar eclipse, and everybody in the school's administration changed their mind. Regardless of whether or not you had a permission slip, you would not be allowed outside to view it. This once-in-a-lifetime thing. Well, not necessarily once in a lifetime, but it's once in, that was the last one I can think of that happened around here. Once in a while event. Totally missed out on it. I suppose, I don't know, if I was a parent, I would have taken my kid out of school just to view it, but yeah, so it was kind of funny because we had that day, well, it like came and went, and it was kind of crappy. We were stuck inside of a classroom, and we saw it get dark outside and then light again. But later that day, we had a school project, or like a group project in one of our classes, and me and my friends named our team, our group, We Didn't Get to See the Eclipsers. So we were pretty ticked off about it. So yeah, that happened in 1991. But no, I haven't seen a solar eclipse of any kind. And I also, a lot of people, at least in my astronomy club and things like that, there's eclipse chasers where they'll go around the globe. They'll go to China. Somebody went to Egypt for a recent one. They'll go to, there's one in the South Pacific that was totally obscure. People go to just to watch the eclipse. But we won't need to do that because a very popular total eclipse that's going to be happening is going to be on August 21st. I can't talk today. August 21st, 2017 is going to be a total eclipse that's pretty much prime viewing for North America and the United States. The totality line runs from, I think, Oregon all the way diagonally across the United States through South Carolina. Or is it... Yeah, South Carolina. That's that state. And there's always a point of totality where you get the maximum totality. And that actually is conveniently just south of southern Illinois in Kentucky. There's a small town in Kentucky where it's going to just be the maximum totality of, I think, 2.5 minutes or so. And there have been, that depends on the angles and the geometry of where the sun and the moon are. Sometimes, there have been some where the totality is 8 minutes or so, but it all depends. So that one's 2.5 minutes. So if you live in the United States, you're at least going to get a partial solar eclipse. But you have to take into account that there's a group of people around the world who travel around the world just to see an eclipse. So if there's one happening just a few states over, it would be of your utmost interest to get in a car and travel, or even get in a plane for a quick couple days. Take a couple days off work and did I say plane or train? Anyway, any mode of transportation, rocket ship, jetpack, giant tortoise. Any way you can get there in order to make it so it's a total solar eclipse, that would be what you want to do, just to get the most out of it. I'll certainly be traveling, since it's just, southern Illinois, maybe 5-6 hour drive away. I'll be trying to aim for the point of maximum totality for that one in 2017. So we can look forward to that, and perhaps if YouTube is still around and SOPA hasn't passed. Oh God! Oh man, that would have been a big fall. Hello, lag. Trying to kill me. Careful, Wolfie. Good grief. I'm having to feed you a lot today. Don't go in the big hole. What are you doing? Let's check this out. It might just be a lighting glitch, but that seemed pretty deep. Yeah, that's pretty deep. Let's get out of here. So yeah, 2017, what was I saying? If YouTube is still around and it hasn't been destroyed by SOPA or anything like that, and if Far Lands or Bus is still around, perhaps we can have some sort of Far Lands or Bus meetup in the middle of Kentucky. I meant to get a boat, not a bone. In the middle of Kentucky for the solar eclipse in 2017. There we go. But yeah, that's what's happening with that. But yeah, to answer that question, from the Martin Brook, no, I haven't ever seen a total solar eclipse, and yes, I am looking forward to the one in 2017. because I'm not going to have to travel anywhere to see it. Or I'll have to travel minimally to see it. But yeah, I don't feel like I talked about a lot during this episode. But I often say that, and then it turns out I've been blabbling on for 20 minutes, and it turns out to be an excellent episode. But yeah, the sun's going down. Let me... I don't like that forest. Creepers creeping me out. So let me dock over here and dig into this area. And we will call this a Far Lands of Bust episode. Do that, and hopefully there's dirt and not sand under here. Good. Wolfie, where you at? Have a seat. Thank you. So yeah, thanks for joining me for this episode of Far Lands or Bust. You can keep on going to farlandsorbust.com to contribute to Child's Play charity. Like I said, we're reaching upwards and onwards to $29,220, and at 10%, I will give a tour of the Far Lands or Bust offices. And all those donations I greatly appreciate. It's a great cause, and I'm still overwhelmed by all the support it's gotten so far. But I need to make my beds here. I'm working a little bit ahead of time here. Let me make a couple. And there we go. I guess I can make a boat while I'm at it. And I might as well chop down these trees when I wake up that are above ground here. Woof, I know, Wolfie, it's a good idea. But yeah, certainly, thanks for watching. Feel free to keep sharing. Oh, I didn't make this a full hidey hole. It's 2/3 of a hidey hole. There we go. Keep on sharing this if you would, and you can click the little like button if you like it. That always helps. And keep asking questions in the comments below, just like the one the Martin Brook asked. Very, very helpful to keep me talking about things. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time.